Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Before we get started with this video, hit that subscribe button, join up, be a part of what's going on here at the Sooner Surge. Also, go check out fanstop.com. When you get there, you can use code SURGE. You'll get 10% off your first 3 months. Check them out. Officially licensed gear, fanstop.com. And we have a commitment video for you today out of the legendary 2026 class, which is what Oklahoma is calling it, the legendary class. OU gets their second commit there for the 2026 class, and Ryder Mix, tight end, 4-star tight end out of Lone Star High in Texas, and just a powerhouse of a high school, Hunter. And just some things that I've noticed about Ryder Mix. One, he also ran track and field, which ran a 11.43 100 and a 24.17 200 as a freshman. So really athletic guy. Finished sophomore season 2023 with 16 receptions for 263 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hunter, big guy.
Yeah, 6'4", 220, and he's a rising junior. Not even hasn't even played a junior year of high school football yet at Lone Star. One of the a really good team in the Texas area. I mean, look at the talent they've produced. Familiar face for Sooner fans. Marvin Mims went to Lone Star. Also, Nick Bolton, Super Bowl champion for the Chiefs, went to Lone Star as well. So a really good high school for developing elite talent. But yeah, 6'4", 220, and it is June of 2024. I mean, he has just under 2 years before he graduates. I mean, almost 2 years on the dot to when he will be on campus at Oklahoma. He's only going to get bigger. He's only going to get stronger, and he's only going to get faster. But if you watch his film, you got to like what you see. Big body guy that is able to find his way into open field, and the yak, it's there, yards after contact. He gets hit, he goes forward, he's picking up extra yards. And I think that's something to monitor as his career progresses, of his ability to take the contact and then break out of the tackle or get even more yards after contact. But as a sophomore, 2 years of high school football under his belt, you got to like what you see.
Well, and he just a lot of the video I watched from him from his highlight tapes, lines out in the slot a lot and is a ridiculous blocker down the field for slot, little screens, wide receiver screens, just really likes to hit people and then drive them. There's no laying off. So really physical guy, I think bring a lot to Oklahoma. And the thing is, we've talked about it, the 2025 class, there is no tight end in the class. They missed out on Nate Roberts, Lincoln Cure, like you had mentioned, we were talking about before the video, Hunter. And so it'll be interesting. If they don't end up signing one in the 25 class, doesn't really look like they will, then you got him coming in 26. And he was at camp this week at Oklahoma, really stood out, I think, to Oklahoma, obviously, for obvious reasons. But I think that's where we've talked about camps before and the impact they can have, Hunter. I think it really does. It impacts also, the fact that they're at your school, they're being coached by your coaches. I think it really makes a big difference. And I think it's so important. These camps are so important for Oklahoma. And you see it in a situation like this. And a guy that just committed, pretty much 2 days after camp, and now joins Jonathan Hatton Jr. as the other commit from the 2026 class, which also quarterback Jaden O'Neal has started to get some crystal balls to Oklahoma as well, the 4-star quarterback. And wouldn't that be a dynamic duo?
Oh, yeah, Jaden O'Neal, looking at him, he's going to be a 5-star when that class is all said and done. Wouldn't be shocked if he went to the 5-star status at the next update for most of the sites, like 247 in particular. But yeah, Ryder Mix he got offered by Oklahoma back in February 2nd, according to 24/7 Sports. And getting the opportunity to go on a visit, unofficial, and also attend camp. I mean, you're getting the visit side of things, and you're also getting, it's kind of a trial run for a recruit of what the coaches are like, and and those kind of, I mean, it's not as much of one-on-one as they would probably like because there's so many other kids there. But to be able to be coached directly by them, to do some drills, some live 7-on-7 type activities, it is a very good thing for, I mean, the staff to evaluate talent, and also for recruits to, I mean, evaluate the staff. I mean, it's a two-way street there. And I mean, with Ryder Mix, you can see he took the most of that opportunity.
Yeah, and that's a good get for Joe John. I mean, for another top 10 tight end, and we'll keep moving up the ranks, I think, over the next year or two. Another interesting kind of side note about Lone Star High, which I did not know, but a lot of Sooner fans will remember the name Travis Wilson. Used to play wide receiver at Oklahoma, played with Mark Clayton, I believe, there in those years. He is actually the offensive coordinator at Lone Star High, offensive coordinator, wide receiver coach. So I bet that relationship also helped. Being able, talking to somebody who's played at Oklahoma, who's now a coach at his high school, couldn't have hurt. And so I think that helped too. But I'm excited to watch his growth over the next year and a half, 2 years, Hunter. I just think he's a guy, just looking at his intangibles and everything about him, his physicalness on the field. I think he's a guy that will jump up. And I think it's so important. We've talked about this. If you can get guys committed early, and this is really early, just like Jonathan Hatton Jr., it could pay big dividends for your class down the road, whether it be with quarterbacks, receivers, whoever's wanting to kind of play together. I think it really helps, Hunter.
Yeah, it does. And back to Travis Wilson, teammate of Joe John Finley at OU.
Right.
So, I mean, the connection is definitely there. And you look at who he picked the Sooners over. I mean, Ohio State was calling, A&M calling, Oregon, all the Florida schools, Florida State, Miami, a lot of offers, Tennessee as well, Auburn. So a good chunk of SEC offers this early in the process, and looking like he's going to completely shut down his recruitment after committing to OU.
And that will be, I believe, Seth Luttrell's first tight end commit.
Yes, as offensive coordinator, correct.
Yes. So there you go. First one for him. So there you have it. Another commit for Oklahoma, 2026, not 2025. So, getting started already for that legendary class. Before we end this video, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys so much for watching our content. It means a lot. And we'll catch you all down the road. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Boomer.